Hi, I'm Kelly with Craft Room Creations. Welcome to my craft room. Today we are going to do the Waterfall card from Crafter's Companion, and we are going to put this in our memory album. I went ahead and cut all the pieces that I will need for this project on my Gemini machine. I have cut the 5 black pieces that will be part of the waterfall itself, along with the 5 pieces of pattern paper that will also be part of the card itself. And right now all I'm doing is putting some of the Crafter's Companion tape on the back of each one of the pattern papers and attaching it to the black cardstock. I'm going to make sure that all of my pieces are centered on the black cardstock so that everything is perfect when I go ahead to put it on the mechanism. And this is like one of my very favorite pieces of the album. I love the waterfall card. You can put it in the album, or you can just make it a special card for a friend birthday. And it's just really fun to kind of play with as well. So we've got all of our pieces for our photos, and now we're going to work on the mechanism piece itself. When you pull it through your Gemini, it's going to go ahead and make all the score lines for you. And all you'll need to do is use your bone folder and make all of those edges really crisp. Then you are going to attach each one of the pictures for the mechanism into place. And so I use tape. You can use glue, wet glue if you want to. I think the Crafter's Companion tape runner works really well. I'm not sure if I would trust all tape runners, but that one is really sticky and very solid. Everything stays in place very well with it. So I am lining it up to the score line, and I'm just going to do that with each one of them. And you can easily see where your tape should go and where you need to line up each one of those card pieces. You just want to make sure that you are lining it up perfectly and that all of your edges are lining up so that your waterfall opens and closes very smoothly, and that's going to be very important. I'm hoping that you can see there that I have folded the mechanism in half, and I have put the decorative piece is in the back, and all of the score lines are folded so that they are showing on the front. So when you make your mechanism, all of the pattern paper pieces are on the front and the decorative little angle piece is on the back. Then you're going to attach the kind of little folded sheet that's going to go on your card or on your album. You're going to put glue on the back part of that with the folds out, and you're going to glue it to the same side of the paper that has the score lines. And you're going to just glue that down. I did use wet glue there, and it did come out of the frame just a little bit for a second, but you want to warm that wet glue up, but you also want to make sure that it doesn't warp. So you want to make sure it's very smooth and just heat that up. Once you have that all in place, the other 2 little flaps that you see are going to be glued onto the card base, and the decorative piece slides through. So I always just check to make sure that my slide is got a little bit of extra room on those folds so that your mechanism will work smoothly. If that one piece that you attach to the card is tight around the decorative piece, it won't open and close very well, so you want to make sure that there's a little bit of space. And I am putting it in a book, so I'm going to go ahead and attach the 2 pages together because it's easier to do now than it is to do later. And both sides of my paper do not have glitter on them, so I am going to go ahead and use the tape runner for those 2 pieces for my pages. But if you're working with cardstock from Crafter's Companion, or probably anyone really, and it has glitter on both sides, you want to use wet glue because the glitter makes it really hard for the adhesive to stay stuck. So just kind of be aware of that when you're working with it. But both of these pages do not have glitter. Only one of them has glitter. So attaching them together with the tape is not a problem at all. Because again, this is going to go into my book. It may just be a card when you're making it. Okay, if you are putting this in a book, just make sure that you leave a little bit of space and don't put glue or tape down so that you can adhere it to the pages in the book when you're done. Some people go ahead and attach their pages and then put all of the mechanisms and ephemera pieces, whatever you're putting on there, but I like to do it after just so that I can be working with just a flat surface. As you can see, I just put glue on each one of the little tabs, not all the way across, because the only thing that you're going to glue down to the book or the card are those 2 little flat pieces. That way your mechanism can move easily. You also want to make sure that you get this centered in the book so that it looks right, and it'll open and close and the book will still close as well. Warm up that glue. You do want to use wet glue on that part and not just adhesive. So, and we are done. There is our beautiful waterfall card that's going to be part of my mini book, and I just think it is so cute and it just does such a great job. So creative, Crafter's Companion. Just love it. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, happy crafting!